Oh hi, I'm Drew Lee and welcome to my channel Amputee. Now if you've not watched the first video, you need to go back one because this video is going to be the second part of my story so far. So go back, watch part one and then come back, alright? So I'm Drew Lee, got me Robin Drewy here, just so you know. He's going to be sitting somewhere in the video. I'm not going to tell you where he is. You're just going to have to look for him. He's going to be a bit of an arsehole. He's just going to be chilling like a villain. So, let's get cracking to part two of the story.
And I'm a deeper shade of blue, and there's nothing I can do. You're so far, far away.
Give it a rest, Claire. So, dun, 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 I'm now gonna carry on. Hope I'm not boring you. Stay awake, have a cup of coffee, have a biscuit. Anyway, I digress. So, at that point, my doctor, Dr. Razmataz, he wanted to remove the metal plates to try and get rid of the situation. And it was all booked in to get done in September. Oh, whoop-de-doo, something else comes up. Take a guess at what it could be. Let's guess now. A, B or C?
Hello and welcome to my show. Guess the bollocks. Yay! Now you gotta guess which one's right. So, is it option A, I got deep vein thrombosis and a pulmonary embolism? Or option B, I got the COVID? Or option C, I broke my ankle trying to move to make a cup of coffee? Guess now!
Those you already know who've been watching, or you are just very bloody clever, it was option A. I got DVT and a PE. If you don't know what that is, I will explain it now. So, DVT is deep vein thrombosis. It's when you have blood clots in your legs and you could have it wherever. It's you can get them mainly in your legs when you have a very severe injury, or if anything else medically happens. I only really concentrated on because I had an injury, so feel free to chat about it amongst yourselves in the comments below. So I ended up having 5 DVTs, blood clots, in my leg, and I had 1 PE in my lung, which is called a pulmonary embolism. Now, a pulmonary embolism is when a DVT, a deep vein thrombosis, basically a blood clot. Let me put my teeth back in. Can't bloody speak properly. Oof. Basically, when one of the deep vein thrombosis, DVTs, the blood clot, breaks off, it's like a little clump, becomes a clot, it can break off and it actually travels up to your lungs, and then it sits in your lung, and then it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows. But that is what happened to me. Long story short, I went to A&E, I had an x-ray, they said there's absolutely nothing there, and then I went back, and then I had a hospital at home nurse give me my antibiotics for my infection, and I was like, oh, chest pain, blah blah blah. She got in touch with her doctor. Turns out that I've got a very big PE, pulmonary embolism, blood clot in the lungs, and I need to be rushed back to the hospital. So, rushed back to the hospital. I ended up staying there a week, and because of the 5 DVTs and the PE, That put back my operation to have the infected plates removed, because that's what razzmatazz thinks what's going on, the infected plates. So I was back in hospital. I had the DVT. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention. I also had pneumonia when I had the PE. So blood clot in the lungs, 5 DVTs and pneumonia. I was doing so well, so good. So as you could tell, I was in such a great mood. Anyway, got home, done all the treatment, blood thinners, which is what you need for DVTs and PEs. It thins out the blood, it helps, you know, let the blood clots do its thing. Eventually, in December, I was able to have my 1 plate. Was it 1? I think it was 2. But I digress. They started to remove the plates. They didn't remove all of them. They removed, it must have been 2 of them. It was the 2, yes, it was the 2 on the inner side of the leg, because that's where the main problem was. So after the blood clots, I had the inside leg plates removed. So there's me thinking, yes, the infection's going to get better. The infection's in the plate. Remove the plate, remove the infection. Because once something foreign inside your body, such as a plate, a screw, anything like that, if that gets infected, you're done for, because the body can't naturally get rid of it. If you've got an infection, you know, in your nose, in your lung, in your nose, your lung, if you have an infection, your body sorts it out and gets rid of it. But if you've got something foreign inside and that gets infected, it will not get rid of it. End of. So I thought, get rid of that. You know, that's going to really help my body work itself out and get rid of the infection. But oh no, didn't happen. I had another operation a few months later to close the hole of the skin, just to make, because the skin wasn't closing, the hole wasn't closing, the infected part was not closing after the plates were removed. I know I'm fucking going on and on and on. So in March, I had another operation to have the skin closed. Then it goes over to June, and I ended up being in hospital for 5 weeks. Now, this was a long time I was there, and I met a nice group of people. We call ourselves the Famous Four. We are a bunch of bitches, basically. We looked out for each other in the hospital. We stayed there together. I have a friend who has an unfortunate illness. You know, she's strong as anything. But met a nice group of people, and we looked out for each other. And that's what got me through the 5 weeks of the hospital. I did also meet a nurse there who's now my best friend, and she helps me with everything. But I was there for 5 weeks, and that's when they referred me to another hospital. When I went to the hospital, the one they referred me to, I said, look, it's now been, this is July 2021, so it's March, April, May, June, July. Coming up to 1.5 years, 1 year and 4 months, give or take 2 months. So I went to the hospital and I said, look, something is going on with my leg. It's not getting better. I've had multiple operations. I've had the plates removed. It's not getting better. And I'm stuck in this hospital and it's coming up to 5 weeks. What is going on? Had an x-ray and they said, oh. Didn't do that at all. I call this doctor Okie Kokie. So, Okie Kokie says to me, oh, you've got an infection in your bone. Not the plates, it's in the bone. Oh, and guess what? It's extremely difficult to get rid of. My face was like that. So I ended up having a 2-stage limb reconstruction operation in October. I'm going to explain to you what happened. So, first one, they went in my leg, took out all the infected bone, tissue, muscle, you name it, all that's infected. They went in, whoop, up you go, and out of it. Second one, they moved half of my calf up to my knee. So when my knee heals, it has new muscle and new tissue to work with. I mean, at this point, I've got a kebab leg. It looks like a kebab. Dinner lady leg, kebab leg, you name it, I fucking hate it. Looks terrible, looks awful, feels terrible, painful every single day of my bloody life. I can't tell you, from the first day, there's not been one day where there's not been pain. But they did a good job at the operation, went home. Where I am now. Unfortunately, it didn't really work, and my mental and physical health declined rapidly. I did actually do a few ODs, which I am not proud of, but for me it was all about, now I think about it, the journey of where I am now, because I feel very positive. Physically, moving from the couch to the bed, or to make a cup of coffee, or to, you know, have a shimmy, go and get a pint of milk, become harder and harder and harder and harder and harder. And it just gets me down. I used to be a dancer, I used to work on cruise ships, you know, I used to give it the razzle dazzle. So I kept badgering Okie Kokie, look, what is going on? And after many x-rays, many appointments, I got given 3 options at this time. One was just a plastic surgery to remove any infected tissue and muscle. The second is to go back into the leg and have another go. The third was above the knee amputation. Now, the knee itself is becoming worse and worse and worse. Pain-wise, taking painkillers, having a drink to try and calm down in the evening. I'm not an alcoholic, but you know, I like a cheeky drink. The pain's just getting worse and worse. I can't move to go and get a cup of coffee. You know, have a cheese sandwich. You know, difficult for me to stand over the cooker and cook meals. Even to go out to the shops to buy food. Go get petrol. Go around my family's house and always got my leg up, do this, do that. Getting worse and worse, my mental state's getting worse. GP's trying to do what they can. Okie Kokie's trying to do what they can. Razzmatazz is kind of in the background because he referred me to Okie Kokie. There's just nothing can be done. And, you know, when I got given the options and that, you know, there's no guarantee that if they go into the leg that it's going to get better. In fact, they say it's going to get worse. I don't want to have more operations. How many operations have I had? More chance of DVTs and PE. More depression. More upset. Been going through it for 2.5 years. Yeah, I'll make a joke of it. Got friends, got family that help me. They've been very helpful. Can't. When they did the limb reconstruction surgery, I just remember one of the nurses telling me to get out of bed and clean the room. Okay. The whole experience, thinking about it seriously, is really, really bloody hard. Mentally, I don't know how I'm, able to joke about it and, But you got to, because if you laugh, it puts you in a bit of a more positive mood, you get over it. If not, you bloody cry. Which I've done many a times, and it's just not fun. Not boring, and it don't bloody get you anywhere. Yeah, it helps you relieve some pain and some whatever. Don't get you nowhere though. The amount of times called 999 111, email GPs, email doctors, called doctors, spoke to them. The amount of times I've gone into A&E, they're like, well, we can't do nothing. What do you mean you can't do nothing? Well, you've been referred to Okie Kokie. He's the only one that can help you. I said, so there's one doctor in this whole country that can help me. Yeah. I weren't happy. So, after a lot of conversations with the doctors after they gave me that option, after a lot of thinking to myself, it got to a point where I needed to move on. Stuck in a rut at this point. Can't really do anything, always got a walking stick. Yeah, I've got a matching colour walking stick to match my outfits. Ooh. But at the end of the day, not happy with how I'm living. My quality of life is rubbish. So I would, for me at this moment in time, above the knee amputation is what I want to do. I want to move forward. I want to get on with my life. I don't want this pain of every day that I have. Yeah, I know there's phantom pain. I know there's this. I know there's that. And people are like, oh, once it's gone, it's gone. You can't go back. Yeah, well, you try living the last 2 years. You try living the last 2.5 years. I'd like to see how you bloody would get through it. Don't know how I did, but I did. You just do it. So yeah, that's pretty much my story. I mean, I'm going to be doing more videos about the appointments that I've had with the other specialists. I've had in-depth conversations with, all the different choices that I've been given. I'm still, after those appointments, I'm still deciding to do it. I'm very positive at the moment. So I do hope that you join me when I explain the appointments with the other doctors. And like I say, if there's anyone else that's got, had to make this decision, or, just anyone that's just, nice, friendly community, put the comments down below. I do hope you subscribe to this channel. Just going to make things a laugh. There might be a random video of me just being silly as a box of lights. Just something positive, because this is a life-changing experience for me. I'm kind of walking into the dark, hope to meet a nice group of people, and, just going to take it from there. Take it each day as it comes, you know. Dot Cotton, gotta love her. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Ma.
And I'm a darker shade of me, and I just can't be free. You're so far, far away. You're so far